Hi, my name is Myrtle and I work for Sojourner Truth House. I'm a transportation associate. I transfer clients here and there wherever they need to go. And this is my story. This past July, we went downtown to Chicago, and we were standing outside of a restaurant, and we was just waiting, because we had a reservation.
Okay.
So we were waiting, and this guy just walked past. Of course, he was white, and he just blurted out, "Don't look at me, y'all." So it kind of froze, and a couple of people in the group, they were, they was like, "Did he really just say that?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" And he repeated it again. "Don't look at me because you guys are." Of course, I got upset. Everybody else was upset. I really didn't know what to do, but of course, I thought, like, this is, so much hatred. Like, why is it that, blacks, black African Americans have to go through this a lot?
Yeah. So then he just kept walking? Or?
Yes, he did. I've been in Portage, Indiana for about 18 years now. And when my kids were like 10 and 12, it was incident with kids. Of course, kids, have words here and there, but the police end up getting called. And when they did arrive, mind you, the other kids didn't even stay by me. They stayed like down another street. And when the police came, they were more like towards us than they was the white woman and her kids. And he just kept trying. It was just certain one. I wish I could remember his name. He just kept trying to lock me up for no reason, just because, I was responding to everything he said. I wasn't rude, none of that. And then the outcome of it, like, after he went to her house and came back to my house, he just told us we need to stay where we need, stay where we are, don't go over there, which we never did. The kids kept coming over there to, by my house.
Mm-hmm.
But he just kept pushing and just trying to lock me up for no reason.
So what were the white lady's kids doing?
She was sending them over there to send messages to my kids, they were actually cursing. We're talking, excuse me, little kids cursing. My kids don't curse. You couldn't pay my kids to curse. But they were actually cursing and, calling my kids out their names. And it's funny because when the police pulled up, the kids were right across the street from my house, and they didn't even live over there.
Okay. So you were on your property,
yes,
and these kids were coming to bother your kids, calling them names and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the police responded by kind of drilling down on you and your kids rather than the other woman who seemed to have been instigating the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she had gotten the police called to her numerous of times, and not just because of me.
Oh, wow.
So, I felt it was way more towards me, because if you knew this woman was trouble, why are you, threatening me and my kids as a police officer?
Right. Wow, so then they just left.
Yeah, they left.
Okay. And you mentioned one other thing, how people treated you when you first moved to Portage, and
my God.
Even one cashier or something. Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, before it was Strack and Van Til, before it was Town and Country, now it's Strack and Van Til.
Okay.
We would go in there, we would always go in there as a family. When I first started, I want to say 18 years ago, going in there, we had people staring at us. Kids, certain kids would like jump back, and I'm like, I'm thinking they never seen a black person before, or like it was just so strange, and it just made us feel some type of way. We would go to the cashier, and I would hand her the money, but she would throw my money back on the counter. So, and that has not only happened one time, that's happened multiple times. And then just going in and out of all the stores, you have people, you be right behind them, and they don't even hold the door for you. And I know it's racism, because I hold the door for anybody. I don't care what color you are.
Wow. And do you think it's gotten better?
It has, because I've actually grew onto a lot of people out there now since I've been out there a lot. And I don't know if it has something to do with, I just feel a lot of this comes from youth. People, like the white kids, they don't just wake up racist. It has something to do with family. Because like kids only do what they see people do.
Mm-hmm.
Babies. They pick up from what we do.
Right.
So I wouldn't blame it so much on the kids, but when it comes to the parents and grandparents, you know what racism is. You know, like it just needs to stop. It really does, because we are all the same.
That's right. That's right. Okay, well, thank you very much, Myrtle. You've given us a lot to think about today. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and God bless.
Thank you.